There are quite literally thousands of different ways to flavour your risotto, and I'm going to show you my roasted tomato version. Now you need lots of grape tomatoes, and just have a look at these stunners. They're not just great for snacking, but fantastic to flavour a risotto just like this. Now you'll see that I've got the medley here, and we'll pop them onto a tray. I'm just going to put them onto one side, along with our red grape tomatoes. So we'll need 3 packets of the red tomatoes, and we'll just pop them onto a lined tray. The red tomatoes are going to be roasted and then blended into a sauce, and that's going to go into the risotto. And then the medleys are going to be scattered on the top because they are just so pretty. So on they go. Last ones. And we just don't want them to overlap, so give that a bit of a jiggle. Now I'll add a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over the top. And tomatoes and salt, well, they're best friends, aren't they? So a good pinch of salt over the top. These now go into a hot oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. I want them to cook all the way through, but still maintain their shape, particularly for presentation at the end. While the tomatoes roast, let's get on to the risotto. So a basic risotto, which is some French shallot. You could also use onion for this. Just only use half an onion because I find it a little bit overpowering in a risotto. The shallots are just slightly sweeter. So we're just going to finely chop them. And 3 cloves of garlic for this recipe. I'm going to crush them to start with. Just bruise them with the back of your knife. And we'll roughly chop them. Now I've been preheating a pan. When I'm making a risotto, I prefer to cook it in a pan as opposed to a saute pan. See how it's got this lip? It just makes it so much easier to toss the risotto as it cooks. So in with another good drizzle of oil, and we can add our French shallots and the garlic at the same time. I don't want the pan to be too hot. I don't want much colour on the shallots and the garlic. We just want to sweat it off slightly. Just give that a stir. And while that's gently cooking away, we'll prepare the stock. I'm using a chicken stock, but of course, if you want to make this 100% vegetarian, just use a vegetable stock. And we're going to warm it up. I find that this is really important for the even cooking of the rice in the risotto. So just a pot on the side, and we'll warm up that stock. Time for the rice. Now you can't use jasmine rice, long grain rice. It has to be arborio rice, which is a short grain rice. It's quite starchy, and that's what you want to get it really velvety and silky. So in with our rice. And we just want to toast that for about 30 seconds to a minute, just until you start to hear it sizzle. It's looking good. Tomato paste, about a teaspoon of tomato paste. It's going to really help get that vibrant red colour that we're after. Once that's toasted off, in with some white wine. And you just want to allow that to evaporate, just like this. We want to cook off that alcohol, and it smells fantastic already. So ladleful by ladleful, we'll add the stock. I'll add 2 to begin with. We'll turn it down to a medium heat. Give it a stir. And as soon as most of that stock has been absorbed by the rice, we'll add some more stock. And you want to continue doing this until the rice is al dente. This should take about 15 to 20 minutes. Tomatoes have come out of the oven. How fantastic do they look? And see how they've held their shape nicely, but still quite caramelised. So I'm going to take the red tomatoes and I'm going to place them into this jug. And we're going to give them a really good blend until it's smooth. And the sweetness of these grape tomatoes are just so good. Lid goes on. And do allow these to cool slightly before you blend it. It's much safer. And we'll just wait until it's really smooth. Wow, look at that. See how it naturally thickens? Just right. So I'm going to add this to our risotto. A couple of generous spoonfuls, and we're just going to fold that through. Oh, look at that stunning colour. This is when you can really start agitating and tossing the pan. And what we're after is a wave, which means that it's just falling on itself and it's thick and it's glossy. We'll prepare some Parmesan cheese. Just going to finely grate that. You want about a handful. That's great. And some butter, just to finish it off. You want this on a low heat, particularly when you're adding the Parmesan cheese. If that's bubbling away and you add the cheese, it tends to cluster and become slightly waxy. We want it to be glossy, we want it to do the opposite. And we'll fold that in. And one really good toss. And you know that this is ready when you see that wave. Okay, a few generous spoonfuls onto the plate. I don't serve my risotto in a bowl. This is the traditional way of doing it, just so the grains don't overheat. Just with the palm of your hands, just spread that out. Oh, it looks good, doesn't it? And then for our gorgeous medley of tomatoes, we're going to delicately place them on top. And don't take the skins off. There's so much flavour in the skin, I'm going to leave them on. What loves tomatoes? Basil. So a few sprigs of baby basil over the top. Just let that drop. And some more Parmesan. And instead of grating it, I'm going to use a peeler just to make some flakes of the Parmesan. Scrunch it up. And we'll just scatter that over the top. Not too much, just a little bit. There you go. What a stunning risotto this is. It truly is a celebration of grape tomatoes.